Okay, good evening. We're not going to be too long because I'm sure the girls want to go home, and I'm sure their parents want to continue the hugs. And I'm sure everybody wants to get a very good night rest this evening. It's been a long 3 to 4 days. So at this point, I just want to hand over to the minister to have a few words.
That was short. Okay. It was only fitting that we, as a country, came down here to welcome our young ambassadors back home, because like the president said, over the last 3 days, we have been on eggshells. I know the parents and family have been on eggshells, and we, as the government, prayed and we looked to do whatever we could do to make sure that our girls got back home safely. They were down in Nicaragua and they represented us well. Now that they are home, we go breathe a sigh of relief. So before I finish my words, I would like everybody to give our ambassador a round of applause.
Just have a quick word with the captain, if possible.
Captain?
Captain.
Wow. Okay, so I really just want to thank everybody for supporting us in the couple of days we were in Nicaragua and the one game that we did get to play. Unfortunately, the tournament was suspended, but when they schedule for it to be back up again, we're going to be ready, because as soon as Monday comes, we're right back into training and there's no breaks because we're ready, and we're ready to take on the rest of the competition that we had. I also would like to thank everybody, all of Bermuda, that was worrying for us and just trying to be on the edge of the seat, wonder if we're going to be okay, because it really does mean a lot to us to know that Bermuda cares about our safety, and it just means a lot to me and my team. So thank you all.
Coach Jenkins? Oh, Nikita Robinson.
Okay, good night. I will second Dennis' sentiments that it was fantastic to have the outpouring of support for our one match. And unfortunately, the suspension of the tournament came at a really tricky time. We were actually sitting down as the coaching staff preparing for our match against the USA. And we went from preparing for a match to preparing to leave immediately. As most of you know, some of us didn't get out right away. We got out today. But I have to thank Sharice and Maurice and Vance and Manny and the president, Mark Wade, because they kept in contact with us that were stuck in Nicaragua. But if you think about Vance, he had a lot of work to do to reschedule flights for everyone. And he even went out of his way to try to look out for the parents and supporters that were there. Mr. Donald Dane and Mr. Gilbert are actually still in Nicaragua. They can't leave until Thursday, so just keep praying for them. They tried to get out today, but it couldn't happen. Parents, thank you for entrusting us. Your girls were phenomenal. They made it easy for us to expedite our leave from Nicaragua. They made it easy. They did what was asked of them, and we're just happy to be home. I never thought I'd be so happy to be back in Bermuda. But it's been a very long 2 or 3 days. have to thank God because He is definitely real. If you don't experience this, you don't know what it is you're going through. And we were very, very fortunate. We had a very good hotel. We were very well protected. The U.S. looked out for us extremely well every day, checking in with us to make sure that we were fine, talking to their embassy, talking to our association. Even today, the CONCACAF gentleman came and said, I'm not leaving Nicaragua until you girls leave. And so they made it a lot easier for us and more comfortable, which made it easier for us to communicate with the parents. But it sucks because we were in such a great moment. We were ready to go and looking forward to the match. So, of course, we get the opportunity now to train, and we watch USA play and Costa Rica, so our preparation for them will be that much better. But the girls were in a great moment, and it's unfortunate that on that day we had to suspend everything and pack our gear and just be ready to rock and roll.
Before you go, Coach, were you aware of being surrounded?
Well, funny story, when we got to training on Thursday, you heard a few little noises, and I asked the TLO, and he was like, oh, there's something going on. So between Sharice and I, just told the girls, tonight's the opening ceremony of the tournament, so that's fireworks to celebrate. And so every time one went off, we were like, oh, that one says Bermuda, but you can't see it, guys, because it's in the day and all that fun stuff. But when it kept happening in the night, we just kept changing the story just to keep them at ease. They didn't witness too much stuff. Miss Parson was out there as well as a match commissioner and probably witnessed more than we got to see. So we were very safe, and they had some idea. We have a few of them in a group that's like, that's not fireworks. But, it was never close to us. So, we were very well protected. So, again, thank you, Bermuda. Happy to be back, and we will definitely be ready to rock and roll. Thank you.